All right, everybody, we are back for another draft today. I've actually been sick the last 2 days, so I haven't been able to follow through on the last video's claim of being able to do a draft every day until we have a winning record. Um, but hopefully that will start today. So let's get into it. All right, let's see. We've got uh, some interesting cards here. Skyward Seer is, I guess, I think I'd rather like see a pack 2 first before I took this, so I could get like a Thunderstrike Dragon or the 6/4 Flying Overwhelm. There's also a Duelist Blade, which I like quite a bit, but it is dual colored, so I don't necessarily want to pick it first, although it's very powerful. Cloud Snake Breeder is good. Bolster is good. And Bolster sort of puts us in time. We could also take a Praxis Stranger. Um, ugh. None of these cards I really want to take first. Well, we're just going to take the Praxis Stranger. As bad as that feels. Alright, well here we have a Mortar, an Awakened Sentinel, a Sparring Partner, Stone Shaker. There's also a Skyride Vanguard, which I like a lot. So I like my instincts tell me to take the Sentinel. Mortar is good. I think that I'm going to take the Sentinel over it. I know it seems weird, but it's just where I'm at now at this point with the draft format. I can't really explain why. I just, a lot of times if you're behind, Mortar's not going to catch you up. Like, it'll kill a unit, but it's going to spend, it's going to take 4 of your mana, or 4 of your power for the turn. Whereas Sentinel comes down and really kind of locks up the ground if you're behind. So we're going to take that. Here we're going to take the Familiar. I value it over the Curator. Here it's either the Archaeologist or the Armorer. And I like the Archaeologist quite a bit, but we're going to take the Armorer for right now. Looks like Praxis dried up a little bit in this pack. It's possible that there just weren't a lot of Praxis cards, but we'll take the Thunderhoof Warrior here. Ooh, this is a difficult pick between Blinkwolf and Sandstorm. Since we're not, like, if we were in Xenon, I would take Sandstorm over, like, most of the Xenon 2-drops. But since we do have ways to have flyers and things in Praxis, let's take Blinkwolf. I don't like Viper's Bite at all. I know it's got pretty good numbers in the draft data. But unless you just have like giant butt units, it's mostly you're 2-for-1ing yourself. I guess it's better as on attack. Like, you can attack with like a unit and they go to double or triple block, and then you could Viper's Bite and like 2-for-3 them potentially, or 2-for-2 them. And those situations still doesn't sound very good to me. So we're gonna take the Airless Kopesh. It's expensive enough that it can come down late when we've already got our fixing, and it can just fly over the top of board stalls, which is useful. I'm gonna take a Pummel here, and now I will take a Mortar. Now that we've got ourselves more established, I'll be happy to take this. There's also an Audacious Bandit here, but I don't think we're gonna have trouble in the 4-drop slot. So in that case, we'll take the more powerful card. Here we'll take the Foothills Alpha. Happy to pick up another Blinkwolf here. And Pack Hunt shouldn't. I mean, I understand why it goes this late, but it wins so many games. Ooh, this is interesting. I think we just take the healer's cloak here. I mean, Auric Runehammer is very good, obviously, but it is double justice, so we'd have to move out of one of our colors. And I'm not willing to do that at the moment, so let's take healer's cloak. Well, these are kind of all no good gross cards. I like Runic Revolver. We're not really splashing into Shadow yet. There's just a Determined Stranger, which is a 3/3, but this got a lot worse in set 2 once everyone's playing strangers in their deck. So I think we probably just are going to take the Serpent Trainer here in case we splash Primal. Also, I mean, Frostkin is very good. It's more of a tempo play though, and you don't like. Just sort of feels bad to cast this late in the game when the board's already stalled. So yeah, that's why I would take the trainer over the Frostkin in a deck that's not already main primal. And Riley's also fine, but we're not in that deck at the moment. Alright, these are interesting picks. We could get pulled into Combre with the student. Third pick student in pack 2. We could also take a hatchling to go with our primal splash. There's also a lightning strike. There's a fevered scout, and there's also this premium Xena destroyer. Look at that, it's awesome. I really like fevered scout, and I think that's what we're gonna take here. After we have like another piece of fixing or a piece of fixing for primal, I'd be more likely to take the hatchling, but scout is just good. Seems like justice is pretty open, so is primal, so let's take the serpent trainer. Maybe we're actually a Skycrag deck in disguise. I guess we'll take the gunsmith. I don't really like it. We could also take the Stone Scar banner as a way to hedge. There's also now Chemical Blast, which is just a fine card. Let's take the Alchemical Blast based on our Fevered Scout. That's why we're taking that. We could take a Combre Stranger here or a Granite Acolyte. I'd rather be splashing Primal than Justice. Also a Tundra Explorer. Let's spec on this Tundra Explorer based on maybe being Skycrag. And is now the time that we take the hatchling, or do we just take this Pathfinder? Say we take the Pathfinder. Actually, we do have a pack hunt. Let's take the hatchling. Let's take the Quartermaster. Another Serpent Trainer, sure. Put a Centaur Outrider in our pool. Same thing with Fanatic. Could play a Recogulator in the main. We don't have a ton of 4-drops yet. Besides our 3 Serpent Trainers. Goodness. Oh man. This pack is very good. It's got Savage Stranger, which is one of the best strangers in the game. Blood Call Invoker, Extract, those are all great Xenon cards. Obviously Groundbreaker is what I'm looking at here. There's also Praxis Banner, a Familiar, and a Curator, and a Pummel. Like, there's so many good playable cards in this pack. I think we take Groundbreaker, right? Yeah, I think we have to. It's too good not to take. Oh man, now we've got a Champion of Fury, a Familiar, a Mortar. I'm just hesitant to go into Skycrag and try to splash some time stuff because it's so much harder to splash once you're in Skycrag and not in a time-based faction. Champion's just not as good in draft, right? That's what I'm gonna tell myself. There's also another mortar. Let's take champion though. Let's do it. Here we're gonna take the Skycrag banner. We could take the clan hero. What if we took out all of the praxis? What does it look like? Maybe leaving the hatchling off of a splash. Doesn't look too bad, honestly. Yeah, let's take the clan hero. Yeah, easy dragon breath here. It's better than all these other cards, I think. We could take the Skycrag banner or Blink Wolf, or even a Weather the Storm would be pretty good with our Fevered Scout, and even like clan hero. Making clan hero a 5/7 at instant speed's pretty good. Let's take the Skycrag banner for now. And I think we're gonna take the hatchling. Although we only have like 1, 2 cards that really care about triggering spark. We could also just take a Thunderhoof Warrior or an Audacious Bandit. Let's take the hatchling. We could take an Ice Bow. We do have a Quartermaster. We could also take a Fireman Cub. Fireman Cub is like a slow temper. And instead of putting the +1/+1 on the next weapon or unit, you make a 1/1 unit by itself. It's sort of hard to evaluate how much worse or better that is than temper. I think we're going to take the Ice Bow here. I don't know that it'll see play, but we will take it. I think we're pretty solid on 4 drops with the 3 Serpent Trainers, so let's take the Weather the Storm. We might play that. Yeah, we'll take a Crafty Yeti and a Pit Fighter in case we get something to jump it with. Oh, look, Harsh Rule. Blarg. Well, that would be the pick if we were anywhere near Justice. But we are not. So our picks are between the Flash Freeze and the Elijah and Trail Banner. What spell we get? Echo, Pummel, Weather the Storm if we play it, Dragon Breath. Yeah, it's pretty good. But Flash Freeze is very good as well. Let's take Flash Freeze. Probably take frontline Cyclops here. We do sort of need a finisher. There's also a second sight in an Elysian banner. Because I would like to play the hatchlings if we can. It's a little ambitious given the groundbreaker situation, but let's take the Cyclops. Another fevered scout. Wow. Yep, that's in. Get in the deck. Lightning Strike is less good with 2 fevered scouts than, although you can sort of blow people out with blocks, I suppose. It's also a Granite Acolyte, which is good with the hatchling and our Quartermaster. I guess we take the Lightning Strike because it synergizes with the Explorer as well as the Scouts, kind of. Unstable Form could be good. There's also Frostkin. Yes, Unstable Form is pretty good with Serpent Trainer. We have 3 of them. I hate to pass up a Frostkin though, but like I said, our 4-drop slot is very stacked. So yeah, let's take the Unstable Form. Yeah, let's take a Tundra Explorer as well. And we get rewarded with a Frostkin late anyway. Could also take a Daze. The Herald Song seems pretty good with the Fevered Scouts too. Less good because of it's not a fast spell. I don't think the hatchlings are gonna make it into the deck. We'll probably play the Praxis Stranger just for the fire fixing though for our Groundbreaker. So we could take the Frostkin. Would I play Frostkin over Thunderhoof Warrior? Probably. We might not play the Quartermaster. Probably won't play the Quartermaster. Let's just take the Frostkin. Oh, that feels very good. Now I'm happy to take the Herald Song. Put the Arachnodon in the pool. Decay in the pool. Yes, please. Get in here, Eastwind Herald. And no Gorgon Swiftblade in the deck. Alright, let's see if we can build this. So we're not likely to play Quartermaster, which means we're not likely to play Icebow. Although Icebow does trigger Spark. So is this just the deck then? Yeah, I think this is it. 19 units is a little low, but I'm okay with that. Let's see if we had any power that we needed to add. Yep, the 2 banners. Well, we definitely shouldn't get screwed on influence at all. All right, let's do this. This looks pretty good. I think we can get at least a win with this. No more 0-3s or 1-3s. All right, here we go.